I am Coach Leslie.
And I'm Coach Andrea, and welcome to CLAFitness Balance and Glute 3.1 routine.
Running is a single leg sport that involves hopping from one foot to the other while maintaining posture and balance the whole time. So we're using this routine to develop our single leg strength as well as our glute recruitment of one side at a time and our balance.
We're also working on teaching your brain to remember some of your neuromuscular stuff, because that lazy brain, it forgets things.
This routine should be done after a good warm-up. It is a little bit sneaky in how glute intense it is. So make sure you have walked around the block a few times, done some jumping jacks, marched in place for a good 5 minutes, or after an easy run.
If you're not sure how to fit this into your routine or where this is appropriate, please consult with Coach. It's okay, we're going to be holding onto a wall for sometimes, or a chair, whatever's going to work for you. Again, some of these moves seem very easy, but they really should be done with proper form, so that's key. And this routine is going to require a box or a step, and you might need a mat too for one of the exercises.
Let's get started.
Okay.
All right, the first thing we're going to start with is just a forward leg swing, forward and back. And it sounds like it's going to be something very simple, but we want to keep it slow and controlled and make sure that we're actually practicing the balance that comes out of that. We're going to do 10 on each leg.
And I'm going to hold on.
It's really important that the motion is coming out of your hip, not out of your spine. So if that means a smaller kick, then that's fine. One. Good. Let's switch feet.
I didn't want to hold on to that side. Keeping your hips square. Making sure to do the back motion too.
One more. And good. That's really nice. For our second thing, we're going to do a standing hurdler, and we're going to do 10 repetitions in each direction on each leg. Here you're again looking at full range of motion, keeping your core engaged.
Oh, balance, yay!
And one more. Good. And we're going to reverse directions on the same leg.
Oh, boy, that's a lot more than I was expecting. Some of this is also range of motion, so your motion may be a little bit different.
Fast. Good. Now we can switch legs.
My glute over on this side is burning.
Yay! All right, so let's see. We're going to go forward. And you'll see the balance might be different on different feet.
This really is a very controlled, slow motion, because otherwise, you can be going all over the place. So
Great. One more. Good, and let's reverse that. Good job.
hooray!
Woo. And because our glutes are just waking up,
Right.
we're gonna go on to lateral leg swings. So we're gonna go side to side. This one's definitely range of motion specific. We're gonna do 10 swings each way. Okay.
You're swinging in front of your leg or behind?
Right in front. Yes. Good. Good. And switch legs.
No kick in the a chair.
Good. Well, your hips should be feeling a little bit looser.
A little bit. That's pretty nice. Okay, next we're going to do a standing T with knee drive and a pause at each end. Leslie's actually going to do that part of it. I'm going to do... Sorry. Am I doing the full... Doing it showing... I'm going to do it holding on because that if you're new to this, you should hold on just because it's
With it, people commonly rotate.
well, I think as we're going through it, we'll talk through that. Okay. All right. Okay, next we're going to do a standing T with a knee drive and a balance. I'm going to do it sideways, and I'm going to hold on because if you're new to this one, you should be, it's just a little bit of a touch of a balance to maintain. Leslie's going to show you free without touching it. And we're going to do 10 on each side. Yeah. Okay, let's get started.
We're going to start bringing our right leg back. You're going to hinge at your hips, keeping your body in as straight of a line as you can, making a T with your body. Slowly coming back up, driving that knee all the way forward so that you contract that glute on the standing side.
Some of the common issues you see with this are going too far if you don't have range of motion or popping your hip up. So make sure that your hips are square to the ground. And then if that means you don't go as far, only to here, that's okay. It just depends on your range of motion and your flexibility.
Good, we've got 4 more.
For the balance part, it does help to kind of pick a point on the floor and just stare at it.
Yes, it does.
That's why we're not looking over there.
Awesome. Good. Whew, that's what you need.
Yes. And let's see which one we're better at.
I was going to say, and you're probably going to have one that you're better at than the other. All right.
Whoa. Here we go. Again, keeping your hips square, not popping out one way or the other.
Really contract the glute at the top. All right, 4 more.
Yay!
Whoa. And 1 more.
I was thinking, don't do that. Just do it.
No. Good, nice job.
Ew, yeah, that's a good one. I like that you don't need any gear for that too. So that's the nice thing.
All right, for our next exercise, we are going to do step ups with a knee drive. And we're going to do it on a box. You could use a perk bench if it's not too high. You can use a step or 2 steps. The idea is that you want something where your knee is going to make about a 90-degree angle, and that's how you'll know it's the right height.
Notice ours are different heights because of my longer legs.
And if if it's really new to you and it's really hard, use that shallower step to start, or use something to hold on to. And you're going to see us holding on because this is more about form and getting your knee angles right than it is about not holding on.
And Leslie's going to do just a touch back, and I'm going to do the full step down because it's a little bit too much for me and my cranky hip right now. So that's where we are.
Yes. The other thing to think about is this is not a push off the ground, which you'll see a lot of people do. Instead, it's a pull up from the leg that's up on the box.
Okay.
We're going to try for 10 on each each side.
Oh my. Okay.
Here we go.
Balance. I'm not pushing off. Keep making sure that your knee is tracking properly over your foot.
Let that knee as far behind your toes as you can get. Really be feeling that glute about now.
Feel something.
Great work.
Right. Switch sides, and I fully expect one side to be easier than the other.
Ready? Up.
Collapsing knee.
Yay!
Yay!
Halfway through. Remember to think about that pull out of that hip.
I just think of how often I'm climbing stairs at work. I'm not doing it right.
Right.
Using that glute instead.
Good. Last. Nice job. Oh,
That was
you're
last
done.
one. Yay! Okay, boy, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? We had to move all the boxes out of the way. Next, we're going to do a
Step back lunge or a slide back lunge, depending on which way you feel it the most in your glutes. So Andrea is going to show you a slide back lunge,
I'm going to hold on as well.
and we're just keeping her foot on the ground. If you're at home, you could put a towel under your foot or anything that slides on the surface you have. That just sometimes will help maintain the stability a little bit more so you get it in the right place. And I'm going to do a step back lunge where you're actually just taking a step back. The key is that your knee stays in a nice right angle and isn't over your toes.
And you're not pushing off with that leg.
Right.
Same thing as what we just did with the boxes. It's the same motion, basically.
Right. All right, 10 on each
10
side.
on each side, okay. Watching that knee, making sure it's staying over your ankle. Not pushing back out of the foot.
It's halfway.
And you also don't have to lunge as far back. You just, that's where we are.
Absolutely. It's all about the knee alignment and using that glute. And 2 more. Last one on this side. Good.
Switch sides.
Okay. Good, you're halfway. Keep that pulling from that glute. We've got 2 more. Good job. Great. Okay, for this one, we're going to do a bear plank, and we're going to do several variations of it, so you can decide where you're at and what is doable for you. I'm going to show you bear plank with both arm and foot coming off, which is a great core exercise.
And I'm going to show you some variations to tailor it to where you are today. Especially if you're coming in this tired after a long run or some workout, whatever works for you today will be great. Alright, let's get started.
We're going to do 10 on each side. So first you're going to go up into a plank, but just off your toes rather than the straight plank you're used to. And then you're going to lift one side.
You can do just your hands like I'm doing. You can also just do your legs. It's a small motion. Remember, your hips should not be sinking one way or the other, or your shoulders. Everything should stay like a tabletop. Very straight. Very much in alignment. It's easy to start hunching your shoulders, so make sure you're keeping your shoulders down.
One more on each side.
Okay, for our last exercise, we're going to do a bear plank hold with the fire hydrant raise.
We're going to do 10 lifts to each side. The biggest key is to not let your weight shift as you lift your leg.
Bear plank.
You're going to start by lifting your leg out to the right and then out to the left.
No shifting weight back and forth your hip. You shouldn't be sinking one way or the other.
It's okay if it's a small range of motion.
Continuing to breathe. Oh yeah.
Halfway. Two more on each side. Good job.
Yeah, that was tough.
Well done.
That was quite the glute workout, sneakily disguised as a balance routine.
Yes, it was.
If you like this routine, don't forget to like us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Oh, wait, that's not right. Like I said, that one's hard. It's really hard.
I couldn't catch my breath over here.
You're talking, it's not hard. What? Okay. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget, if you like this routine, come in and like us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and we'll see you next time.
Good, Cynthia got your paw.